Hello students, welcome back to String Handling Lecture 9. Today we are going to see the programs involving vowels. Okay, so the first program here is write a program to input a word and convert it to lowercase and display the new word by replacing only the vowels with the characters following it. Yes, so please read the question, understand it carefully, and then think of the logic, how you are going to perform the stuff. So basically here, you are given the sample input and sample output to understand the program. Generally, whenever you're given any section B question, they will also give you sample input and output so that you understand the question properly. So this is just a sample input. The input a word here, this word can be any string, but sample input is just a specific example to make the understanding clear. Okay. So for example, if your input is computer, if this is your input, now here you observe, see the first vowel occurs here. So what you're supposed to do, the question says display the new word by replacing only the vowels with the character following it. Means the next character which comes after that vowel. So in this case, when it is O, when the vowel is O, the following character after O is P. So O is getting replaced with P. Now, as we proceed further, here you have another vowel U, and U is getting replaced with the following character, that is V. Similarly, the third vowel of computer is E, and that gets replaced by the next letter, that is F. Okay, and all other characters remain same except for the vowels of computer. Got it? So that is the program. You have to input any string and replace only the vowels with the following character. And all other characters has to be same. There will be no change with other characters other than vowels. Okay, so yeah, it is easy. Here we will see the logic for checking whether the extracted character is a vowel or not. If it is a vowel, what do you have to do? You have to replace it with the next character. And if it is not a vowel, you don't do any change with the character. Right, so that all will happen within a for loop as you have many characters in a string. And once you are done checking from character 0 to L minus 1, you will come out of the loop and you will display the changed string along with the original string. Okay, I hope the logic is understood. Now I will just show you this program in BlueJ for better understanding, and then you can try out second program as homework. We'll discuss a little bit of logic for the second question also. So now let's go to the BlueJ platform for seeing the execution of program 1. Yeah, so here is the program. Yeah, in the question it was okay. So here, if you read the question, Here is the question. Write a program to input a string, change it to uppercase, and display the new word by replacing only the vowels with the character following it. Yeah, there's little change. In that question, it was lowercase. Here it is uppercase. So that doesn't make much difference. Let's see. So here, first, what all I said, same thing you see here. First and foremost, since you accept data through scanner, make sure you write import statement as the first statement, then your class, then public static void main as usual. Then you create the scanner object, then accept a string, okay? Accept a string through sc.next as you need to accept a word, okay? Then you convert the string to uppercase, because if you convert it, it's given in the question to convert it to one of the case. And moreover, if it is in single case, it will be easy for you to check for the vowels. You need to check only the 5 vowels in one of the case. Right. So here, this is the method used to convert the string S to uppercase. Okay. Just remember those conventions which I have discussed earlier, that all methods begin with small case and all classes begin with capital. And if they have more than one word, first letter of the following word will be capital. So just keep that convention in mind. So you don't have to think for the names or for the cases when you're writing the functions and class names. Okay, so this statement converts our string to uppercase. Now here I'm taking one more string S1 containing nothing. I'll be using it for storing my changed string. Okay, so we declare and initialize the null to S1. Now here we use a for loop starting with index 0 and less than s dot length. See, this is general, okay? This will work for any string s. So we generally use I0, I less than s dot length. If you want, you can assign it to an integer variable L and use less than L. It's one and the same. So here, using caret method, you extract the character, assign it to variable ch, and then check whether ch is one of these vowels or not. If it is so, what you do is you find the character next to it. Now, when you do ch plus 1, it will change into ASCII value, because here this is char and 1 is int. So if you add them, the output will be in higher data type, that is integer, right? So this characters get changed to its ASCII value in integer, and int and int will get added, and therefore it will give you the character next to the next character after CA. Now, since your data, the data type of character, like it will give you the ASCII value in integer form. So you need to convert that to a character as we are working with strings. So here I use the typecast operator. I will convert this integer, what I get here after addition, into character. This is typecasting. Integer is higher than character. So if you want to convert a variable of higher data type to a smaller, it will not happen on its own. You need to use typecast operator mentioning the data type. So this is an example of typecasting, and I'm storing it in S1. S1 is equal to S1 plus this part. Now, if this is false, then your else will execute, where I will just add the character as it is without any change. The change must take place only if it is a vowel. Otherwise, you will just append that character into S1. with no change. Okay, hope it is clear. Okay, let me give you one or two example for this. Suppose this is your string. Okay, now here these are the index values. Now when this is the dry run I'm showing you. Those who are not clear, please pay attention. Here these are the variables I have used in my program. So to understand your logic, you should try this dry run. Now here I is 0, right? Now 0 less than s dot length is true. Therefore, the control will enter the block and s dot char at 0 will give you this C. The CH will contain C now, and now this if will execute, and here C is equal to A, C is equal to E, I, O, U. All of them are false. Therefore, this will be false and your if will not execute, but else will execute. And here we write S1 is equal to S1 plus CH. S1 was initially null. Okay, so null plus CH is nothing but your C. And from here, again, the control goes to I plus plus. I will become 1. From here, it goes back to the length, which is true. Again, it will enter the block. Now, CH value now will be O. Okay, the caret 1. S dot caret 1 is O. And then when this if executes, this will be true. And you know that OR returns true if at least one of the expression is true. Right. So now since this is true, this will execute and CH plus 1. Okay, that's O. So whatever the output will be O plus 1. Right. So whatever is the ASCII value of O plus 1 will be then converted into char, will be converted to char and assigned to S1. Okay, so this will be S1 is equal to S1, which is C, plus the character next to O, which is P, right? So like this, it will continue for 2. It will be M. Since it is not a vowel, this will happen S1 plus CH. So this will become CPM. So like this, it will go on till last value. Okay. Finally, this will exceed the length and this condition will turn false and the control will come out of the block. And here it will display the original string, which is computer, and the change string which you get here at the end after you execute the entire for loop. Whatever you get in S1 will get displayed here. Okay, so this was with respect to the logical part. So I'll show you the output now. Let me show output. Right click, call the function. Okay. And now give the string computer. Okay. Can you see the change? Your O, U and E got changed to the next following character and all other characters are as it is. Okay. So you can enter any string and the program will work for all the strings. Fine. So now let's go back to the next program, which is for homework. Yeah, so the homework for today is the second one. See, the question is quite simple. Just spend some time to understand, be clear with the sequencing, like how you are going to do the program. Be clear with the steps and then start typing on the system. Okay, the question is WAP to input a word, convert each letter to its opposite case. It's the title case. If the character is in caps, it has to be converted into lowercase and vice versa, right? And also count number of vowels and consonant in it, right? So these, you know how to check whether a character is a vowel. Just use a count equal to 0. And whenever the condition is true, you will increase the counter, right? You can use count variable, one for storing the vowel and one for storing the consonant, right? So here is the sample input and the sample output will be like this. And the number of vowels will be 3, as you have A, E and O. 3 vowels here, and number of consonants will be 6. Okay, so give it some time. See, it is necessary to work more and more programs. That's how you will get the clarity and the confidence. Okay, so please try it out. The hint for this is you can even use character wrapper class functions here. You can use those if things, like when you extract the character in CH, you can check if that character is character dot is lowercase, right? This is how we check. If it is so, you can store the CH after converting it to another case using character dot toUpperCase. You remember there were some functions just for checking, and there were 2 functions, toUpperCase, tolowercase, which were used to convert a character into corresponding case. So this is just a hint. You can also try it out with the different logics. Anything which works fine. So this is one of the simple way of doing the program. Please try it out. So, okay, with this we come to the end of today's session. Just a repeated reminder, keep practicing in BlueJ. Thank you, children.